On one side, a group of guests sat together, munching on melon seeds and exchanging long-kept gossip. Their revelations drew frequent glances and eager ears from passers-by. The main topic was how Lan Wangji's choice had inadvertently broken the hearts of many young girls. A month ago, in Yunmeng, the number of girls coming for matchmaking was as numerous as fishes in the river. It was bustling, as lively as this wedding day. The rumor was that Lan Wangji had checked hundreds of young girls, but in the end, it was Wei Ying, whom he hadn't even met, who was directly chosen in an absent engagement. Within the same month, he hurriedly married Wei Ying, as if afraid someone else might claim him first. There was one family, it was unknown whether they were of small or great wealth, who were once full of confidence and sworn that their daughter's stunning beauty would undoubtedly win the match. They even embroidered auspicious cloud patterns on the dowry. However, upon hearing the news, they were completely deflated, left utterly dispirited until now, still holding a grudge in their hearts and not attending this wedding. Wei Wuxian was pulled along by his junior disciples, chatting and eating at various round tables among the Zhang clan of Yunmeng. He dashed here and there while Lan Wangji followed closely behind him, not leaving his side as if afraid that Wei Wuxian might run away again. Before long, Jiang Yanli also stepped out for some air and pulled Wei Wuxian to her side, pinching his nose. Xian, you really scared everyone just now. Who would have thought you tried to escape the wedding? We had no idea where you might have run off to. I was worried sick, and Zhang Cheng is too harsh with his actions. Look here. She pointed to a small patch of abraded skin at the corner of Wei Wuxian's mouth, full of heartache, wondering if she should find some ointment to apply. Just then, she noticed Lan Wangji standing abruptly and quietly behind him. Following Jiang Yanli's gaze, Lan Wangji lowered his eyes, waiting silently beside him. Wei Wuxian pulled an empty chair over from the side and patted it. Come on, little old-fashioned, sit. The nickname, Little Old-Fashioned, did not escape Jiang Yanli's ears. She looked slightly puzzled, recalling that when Wei Wuxian had been brought back all tied up and caught sight of Lan Wangji for the first time, he had blurted out something similar. She couldn't help but ask, Xian, what did you just call him? Didn't you say before that you had never met the second young Master Lan? Well, Wei Wuxian scratched his head, feeling a bit troubled, thinking to himself that this explanation could turn into a long story. Seeming to catch a hint from the expressions of both men, Jiang Yanli intuitively asked, So, you two know each other? Wei Wuxian replied, Yes, we do. I just never knew that he is Lan Wangji. With a light glance, he caught a look from Lan Wangji and then shrank his neck a bit, burying himself in a small wine cup. Jiang Yanli suddenly understood and said, Xian, so you recognized the second young Master Lan in front of the hall earlier, and then decided to marry him? Wei Wuxian spat out a mouthful of wine, coughing for a while, and frantically apologized to Jiang Yanli while hastily wiping the water stains on his chest. A blush suddenly burned at the roots of his ears. Lan Wangji considerately lifted the stray hair from Wei Wuxian's chest, his fingertips inadvertently brushing against the hot skin on his neck. Wei Wuxian gave a slight start, his whole body stiffening. His gaze darted around, avoiding eye contact. But then he glanced into Lan Wangji's eyes. As their eyes met, Wei Wuxian quickly looked away to avoid further embarrassment. Not far away, the sixth junior brother was gnawing on a chicken leg. The junior brothers and sisters, who were still clueless after watching the commotion for a long time, gathered around him. He passionately recounted the events to them, his voice slightly slurred. This time, the escape plan was orchestrated by eldest senior brother for more than half a month. It wasn't easy to drug those from the Lan family who came to bring the bride, and I even helped by spiking the tea. We thought we had made a great escape, but second senior brother, who had secretly planned with the sect leader, caught us. They really fought hard for a long time. Eldest senior brother didn't expect that second senior brother had also drugged his drinking water, so he got a stomachache halfway through the fight. But eldest senior brother is formidable. Even in such a situation, he managed to hold out for half an hour. When he was finally tied up, his sharp tongue almost caused second senior brother to hit him again. He was thus brought to Gusu. You didn't see it. Eldest senior brother was adamant about not submitting. As the eldest disciple of the Yunmeng Jiang clan, why should he be forced to become the Lan family's little bride? Who could have known? Who could have known that Lan Wangji would descend like a deity? Without uttering a single word, he drew his sword and cut the ropes binding Wei Wuxian. After the ropes were cut, Wei Wuxian neither fled nor cursed. He didn't resist at all. He was thus led by Lan Wangji to the elders, where he obediently bowed 3 times accordingly. For the 6th junior brother, who had endured quite a bit of hardship at Wei Wuxian's hands, this seemed like pure magic, like the Buddha subduing the Monkey King effortlessly. No, it was even more impressive than that. With hardly any effort, their eldest senior brother obediently admitted defeat, his eyes dazed as if he were under a spell. He muttered a few words from start to finish without any sign of his usual audacity. The 6th junior brother took a fierce bite of his chicken leg and continued. As the saying goes, one thing overcomes another. Look how arrogant eldest senior brother was when he was in Yunmeng, walking wherever he pleased without a care. But now, he's been subdued so thoroughly that he doesn't even dare make a sound. Before he could finish, someone threw a chopstick, cutting him off. The 6th junior brother's chicken leg fell to the ground, and he lamented, Eldest senior brother, why are you embarrassed? Which part of what I said isn't true? Wei Wuxian said, Every word of that is nonsense. You little rascal, thinking no one will discipline you when I'm not in Yunmeng, huh? Just watch, I'll flay you alive, the 6th junior brother yelled as the two of them chased each other around, causing the Lan family servants bringing the dishes to stumble and spill the soups and juices all over the nearby guest. The guests cursed, but upon a closer look, they realized it was today's bridegroom himself. They quickly shut their mouths and took out their anger on the unfortunate servants instead. 2 small flower children, having just been sitting on laps and listening to the 6th junior brother's long narrative, now ran over to Lan Wangji. Clutching his legs, they gazed up at him with eyes full of admiration. These kids were still very young and couldn't fully grasp everything the 6th junior brother had said. But they understood enough to think that Lan Wangji was quite impressive, seeming to have defeated some great demon. They both shouted, Big brother groom! Big brother is so amazing! You defeated the big demon king! Wei Wuxian was now busy dealing with those little rascals who had been laughing at him. He was still busy managing the public opinion when the children's voices came from the other side. Unable to be in 2 places at once, he waved a fist in the air and shouted, Hey! What nonsense are you kids talking about? That's how rumors start. At such a young age, you're already making things up. Where are your parents? The children scattered, screaming, The big demon! The big demon is coming! Wei Wuxian ran around, but every time he was intercepted by his friends, it was another round of toasts. Unknowingly, he ended up drinking several pounds of alcohol, his eyes sparkling, and his smile growing sweeter with each passing moment. Nie Huaisang approached with a wine pot in hand, but froze in place when Lan Wangji shot him a glance. Lan Wangji then turned around and gently pulled Wei Wuxian back, saying, Don't drink so much. It's bad for your health. Surprised at first, Wei Wuxian eventually nodded and agreed, All right, okay. Nie Huaisang's mouth fell open as he nudged Jiang Cheng beside him, exclaiming, Wow, I've never seen elder brother Wei look so obedient. Jiang Cheng commented, Incredible. Wei Wuxian had barely put down his wine cup when a group of junior sisters surrounded him, their faces blooming with smiles and laughter. They teased, Eldest senior brother, we never expected you to actually get married. Wei Wuxian replied, What? You can't bear to see me go? With the most handsome guy in Yunmeng leaving, you'll all be lonely from now on. One of the junior sisters said, Eldest senior brother, even though you're married, why are you still so cheeky? You must come back to Lotus Pier often to visit us. Wei Wuxian, taking advantage of the tipsiness and with a floating smile, said, Of course I can't bear to leave you either. With such adorable junior sisters like you, if I don't get to see you, I'll be miserable every day." As he spoke, some of the junior sisters blushed and looked away, while others fixed their eyes on his face, showing a mix of infatuation and reluctance. Playfully scolding him for being shameless,